Moravian College football team hopes to give alumni something to celebrate on Saturday when the Greyhounds host Franklin and Marshall for its annual homecoming game. So far this season has been a rough go for them under first-year head coach Jeff Pukszyn. Moravian has lost 5 of their first 6 games, heading to a stretch of 3 straight home games. Tom Mykrantz previews the Centennial Conference matchup with the Diplomats.
Saturday's meeting between Moravian and Franklin and Marshall will be the 24th in the series. The Hounds prevailed in last year's contest 38-24. The team went through drills this week coming off a 20-0 loss at Susquehanna last weekend. Backup quarterback Robbie Moyer left because of an injury. Third-string quarterback, freshman Chris Souders, saw his first action of the season, but it appears Moyer will return.
He took a shot. I'd probably say maybe a decade ago they would have said, Robbie got his bell rung. But, it certainly was very mild in the concussion category. He came back in Sunday. They did the impact testing and, things like that, all the procedures that they need to do. And things are working out really well with him. He's progressing really well. So, he'll be at full strength on Saturday.
I should come back tomorrow to practice and came out and getting back into it, practicing with the team then.
You will be starting?
I'm not sure yet. It's up to the coaches. It's their call, But I want to be out there.
Starting quarterback Matt Johnson has missed the last 3 weeks with an injury. The Greyhounds have been shut out twice and average just 6.6 points per game, while the defense gives up an average of 32.3 per outing.
We just need people to step up and make big plays, and that's once we do that, we'll be good because the defense is doing a great job stopping them, giving us the ball. We got to keep them off the field so we can get down the field and score and change it around.
It's tough because you're putting a lot on younger kids, and you never want to put that much on freshmen, and we certainly had to do that at a number of positions, with some injuries, especially at the quarterback end and the secondary.
One bright spot in the Greyhounds season has been the play of Allen Petros. The senior leads the defensive line with 33 tackles and 6 sacks. He owns the school record with 55.5 career tackles for loss.
Right now, all I can really worry about is my job and lead by example and hope that the young guys will follow. I'm not really out here just for myself. I'd much rather get a W than put up good numbers.
He's certainly a guy that I think is unstoppable. And, our defensive line coach, Ian Dell, played at Lafayette, was an All-American over at Lafayette. And, he talks about Allen being able to play, at the Patriot League level, as an individual. And that says a lot about Petros' ability. And he's just an outstanding job on the field. He has great character off the field, and he's been a great captain for us this year.
While Moravian checks in with a 1-5 record, the Diplomats aren't faring much better with a 2-4 mark. However, they have scored 71 points in their 2 victories.
I think it's a pretty even matchup, and I think turnovers are going to be a big key on Saturday. And I'd also say the run game, because we and F&M have been sporadic in the run game, and F&M came off a big day against McDaniel, and we had a nice game against Dickinson a couple weeks ago. So I think the turnovers in the run game will be probably the deciding factors in this.
The Greyhounds don't have any postseason to look forward to, but winning homecoming and the remaining games with Gettysburg, Juniata, and Muhlenberg would get them to 500 and serve as a nice springboard for next season.
I mean, right now, obviously playoffs are out of the question, but we still have our pride, and for the seniors, for the Moravian Greyhound family, we want to get these last 4 wins and win out.
Our homecoming is a great atmosphere. So this week of practice, we haven't been, we didn't have to worry about talking about enthusiasm and things like that this week. So our kids are very excited about it, and we're going to take one game at a time. And if the chips fall that way and we end up 500, that's going to be a great way for our seniors to go out and show their character and their perseverance, and through a lot of adversity this year. And it'll say a lot about our kids and this team. There's no doubt about that.
Moravian has won 3 of the last 4 games with Franklin and Marshall. Kickoff is 1:05. You can catch all the action live here on 2 Sports. On the scene at Moravian College, Tom Mykrantz, 2 Sports.